doesn't take that long.
Exactly right, Reem. It's
ridiculous. And then that Harry's trying to walk it back all of a sudden. It's like, okay, dude, you had to know that this was coming. But the other interesting side of this as well is that I thought Harry was...
Oh, hold on to your teacups, because what's unfolding in Royal Land right now is wild. The Royal Circus has taken a dark, jaw-dropping twist that no one, and I mean no one, saw coming. The headlines are screaming fraud, deceit, panic in Montecito, and this time it's not Meghan Markle's PR magic causing the stir. Nope. It's Prince Harry's own legal team caught up in what might just be one of the most humiliating royal sagas yet. Can you imagine? The Duke of Sussex, the man who wanted to stand for truth, now tangled in a legal mess that smells of scandal. And the cherry on top? Word around Montecito is that Meghan's pacing around their $14 million mansion, absolutely losing it. You can almost picture it.
Get your analysis. I have to show you this video of Catherine maneuvering her way down these stairs in that incredible grey suit, because she's had a lot of credit for this.
Her storming through those grand halls, phone in hand, voice sharp, trying to figure out what on earth went wrong. Because if this blows up, and it looks like it's about to, it's not just Harry's reputation on the line. This could drag Meghan's entire image down with him. Her brand, her carefully crafted reputation, all the deals and projects, poof, gone in a single scandalous swoop. Now let's rewind a bit, shall we? Over the past few months, Harry's been fighting legal battles like it's his new full-time job, suing tabloids, challenging the British government over his royal security, and giving interviews left and right, painting himself as the poor prince wronged by both the monarchy and the media. It's been his thing lately, lawsuits and pity parties. But behind those glossy statements and courtroom drama, something far darker's been brewing. Because according to fresh whispers from people close to the chaos, Harry's own legal team is under investigation. The allegations, fraudulent filings, suspicious financial activities, and manipulated documents, all tied to one of his high-profile court cases. Yep, you heard that right. The very lawyers who were supposed to protect his honor might have been playing dirty. And Meghan? Oh, she's furious. Not shocked, mind you. Just fuming because this could wreck everything she's built. The image, the deals, the fairy tale narrative of truth and compassion. Everything's hanging by a thread. Insiders say she's terrified. If this goes south, it won't just be a scandal, it'll be a brand collapse. And oh, buckle up. It gets worse. See, Harry's been fighting on two major legal fronts. One against the Daily Mail publisher for invading his privacy, and another against the UK Home Office over his security privileges. Guess what? The fraud allegations are reportedly tied to the second one. Remember when Harry claimed he couldn't safely bring Meghan and the kids to the UK because their security had been downgraded? That entire argument relied on key documents, risk assessments, and financial records. Well, those records are now being torn apart for being, let's just say, not exactly accurate. Some of the data submitted to court doesn't add up. Reports say the numbers contradicted earlier statements. And when the judge asked for clarification, poof! Suddenly some records were missing. Signatures didn't match. Emails looked tampered with. Sound familiar? Oh, it's giving cover-up vibes. And standing right beside Harry through it all, Meghan Markle. Apparently, the Duchess of Drama has been neck-deep in every move Harry makes legally. Royal insiders say she's been whispering in his ear, shaping his strategy, and pushing him to keep fighting the system. Her favorite narrative? That they're the victims of an evil royal machine trying to silence them. But now that Harry's lawyers are being accused of fraud, Meghan's team is in full-blown panic mode. Because this isn't just a bad headline, it's potentially criminal. As one insider told The Telegraph, if these allegations prove true, Harry could face not just public humiliation, but actual legal consequences for submitting documents that were knowingly or unknowingly fraudulent. Can you imagine the chaos inside Montecito right now? Sources say Meghan's snapping at staff, canceling meetings, yelling for her team to fix the narrative. But it's too late. The story's already viral, Twitter's ablaze, TikTok's on fire, gossip blogs are eating it up like free cake. And people are asking the question no royal watcher ever thought they would. Did Meghan push him too far? After all, Harry's always been the emotional one, the one led by his heart, or depending on who you ask, by Meghan's voice in his ear. She's the strategist, the PR brain. But even her finest spin can't polish up a fraud investigation. Not this time. And oh, the British press is loving this. The same tabloids Harry spent years battling, they're throwing a media party. Headlines like, "The Duke's legal house of cards collapses" are splashed everywhere. They're calling him reckless, hypocritical. The irony is almost poetic. The man who accused the press of twisting the truth now accused of twisting it himself in court. Even worse, the judge overseeing the case has reportedly demanded a full review of all legal submissions made on Harry's behalf. That's no small move. That's a serious, "we think something's really wrong here" step. It suggests this wasn't just an innocent mistake or paperwork mix-up. Something systematic, something deliberate might have happened. And now we reach the royal meltdown. According to multiple insiders, Meghan's reaction has gone nuclear. Sources say she's terrified that Harry's credibility, already dangling by a thread after spare, could collapse completely. Because if the court rules that his lawyers knowingly submitted fake or misleading documents, nobody's going to say, "Oh, it was just his team's fault." No, they'll say, "Harry lied." And where Harry falls, Meghan falls right beside him. But wait, the real kicker? There are whispers that Meghan herself might have played a quiet, invisible role in some of the disputed materials. Yep, reports suggest she may have offered guidance to Harry's legal team on how to frame certain details, especially about media harassment and security risks. And that, my dear listeners, could be catastrophic. One legal analyst didn't mince words. If Meghan's fingerprints are found anywhere near those documents, even indirectly, it's game over. That's evidence of manipulation, and that's the word swirling around now. Manipulation. Because underneath all this legal chaos, what we're really seeing is a glimpse into the Sussexes' obsession with image control. Every lawsuit, every interview, every Netflix episode, all designed to paint them as the noble victims fighting a cruel establishment. But oh honey, when you scrape away the glossy PR varnish, the cracks show. Big time. Even some of Harry's own former supporters are turning away. Legal watchdogs in the UK are calling for transparency. British taxpayers are outraged, saying public money was tangled up in this whole security debate that sparked the mess in the first place. And Meghan? She's trying to pull a disappearing act. Her advisors are begging her to stay silent. But come on, since when does Meghan Markle stay quiet? That's like Kim Kardashian refusing a selfie. Not happening. Insiders say she's already on the phone with a high-profile US law firm, checking reputation damage risks. Translation: how do we make sure this doesn't ruin the brand? Because let's not forget, Meghan still wants that next big move. More projects, more endorsements, maybe even that elusive Netflix renewal. But here's the problem. No one wants to work with a couple accused of fraud. So what's her next play? Well, her PR team's been ordered to pump out a positive narrative. Something about charity work or a new business venture, anything to smother the flames. But come on, you can't douse a wildfire with perfume. The scandal's already global. It's got everything the tabloids dream of: royalty, deceit, panic, and a marriage under fire. And that, my friends, is just the start. Because as investigators dig deeper into this mess, it's starting to look less like an oopsie and more like a full-blown cover-up. Here's where it gets juicy and dark. Sources in the legal world say this whole fiasco didn't just appear overnight. Oh no, it's been simmering quietly, hidden beneath layers of secrecy until one brave whistleblower cracked it wide open. According to insiders, a junior clerk, yes, someone low in the ranks, spotted inconsistencies months ago in the financial documents Harry's team filed. At first, they thought it was a simple typo, but when they tried to raise the issue, they were told, "Leave it. The client wants it this way," boom. That one line has now become the quote of the week in Britain. It's splashed across headlines, whispered in newsrooms, memed on TikTok. Because if that's true, it means someone, maybe more than one person, knew the documents weren't accurate, and they went ahead anyway. Now, the million-dollar question: who gave the order? Harry's camp has gone completely silent, citing ongoing proceedings. But behind the scenes, the picture is grim. Members of his legal team are quietly stepping down. Their names are vanishing from LinkedIn profiles and court records. Meanwhile, the UK Solicitors Regulation Authority, the body that polices lawyer conduct, is reportedly reviewing the entire firm. Total chaos, humiliating chaos. But the palace doesn't even have to say anything. Their silence says it all. Meanwhile, Meghan's freaking out about something even bigger. The headlines won't stop at Harry's lawyers. They'll drag her name right into it, because to the world, they're not two individuals anymore. They're a brand. Harry and Meghan. One word. And unfortunately, right now, that word is fraud. She's been working on a glamorous rebrand, new fashion deals, endorsements, maybe a podcast comeback. She wanted to rise from the ashes of Spare and become the graceful business duchess. Instead, she's plastered across gossip sites under scandal. One Hollywood insider who's worked with her before didn't sugarcoat it. Her camp's in total damage control mode. They've gone from planning photo ops to planning apologies. Apparently, she's been calling in every PR favor she's got, from London to LA. But really, how do you spin fraud? How do you make legal deception sound like a misunderstanding? You can't. And the more they try to twist it, the worse it gets. Just days ago, Meghan's spokesperson released a statement insisting, "The Duke and Duchess have always operated with integrity and transparency. Any claims otherwise are false." But instead of calming the storm, it lit the internet on fire. Within hours, #SussexFraud was trending worldwide. People dug up every half-truth, every PR adjustment the couple's ever made. Even Meghan's famous friends, Oprah, Serena Williams, Tyler Perry, have gone silent. No tweets, no posts, no defense. And in Hollywood, silence speaks volumes. It means they're waiting. watching to see just how bad it gets before deciding if they'll jump ship. Across the pond, the British press is having a feast. Piers Morgan's practically salivating. On air, he called it poetic justice. For two people who preached about truth and morality, and honestly, many agree. Public opinion has shifted. The couple once seen as brave modern reformers now look to many like manipulative opportunists caught in their own web. And the sting doesn't end there. Reporters are now sniffing around the Sussex's charity Archewell. Numbers aren't matching up, whispers say. If investigators find irregularities there too, oh boy, it could snowball into a full-scale financial audit across their entire empire. Netflix, Spotify, well, the ex-Spotify deal, and beyond. You can practically feel Meghan's panic through the California air, because once the F-word, fraud, sticks to your name, sponsors vanish like ghosts. Behind closed doors, Montecito's not peaceful anymore. Insiders whisper that Meghan and Harry's marriage is under serious strain. She's reportedly furious, blaming him for trusting the wrong lawyers and making impulsive decisions that dragged them into this mess. Harry, meanwhile, feels cornered and betrayed, convinced that everyone's out to get him. Neighbors have apparently heard arguments. Some claim to have seen Harry driving off alone at night, while Meghan stays inside making frantic calls. They used to look untouchable, one local said. Now they look nervous, like something's cracking. And honestly, it is. Their polished power couple facade, the global brand of compassion, courage, and truth, is starting to crumble under the weight of their own decisions. Because here's the hard truth. Once the world associates your name with fraud, it's not just a PR problem, it's a trust problem. And trust, once shattered, is almost impossible to rebuild. What happens next? That's the million-dollar question. If Harry's legal team is found guilty, it'll be catastrophic, legally, financially, and symbolically. The courts can hand out fines, but the court of public opinion, oh, that one doesn't forgive. And for Meghan, the woman who's spent years rewriting her narrative, this could be the one story she can't control.